together with Earle Sports Bets. Yeah, the Twins, they be checking in, stacking up. Green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. We'll be joined here by my brother Tim in just a little bit. Not a huge card to go over for today. We get one game in the NBA, or one game in the NHL, 2 games in the NBA, and then we only get 9 games in the MLB. Only 8 lines available for it right now. I currently do not have a line for Chicago, Tampa Bay, because neither team has a pitcher listed. So we won't be going over that game because I don't have a line to go over for that game, and yeah, fun times. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we'll take a look back at what happened yesterday. One went right, one went wrong in the world of sports betting. Slight down day for me after a really nice day the day before. It was down 1.09 or 1.09 units, so about a unit. Nothing crazy. Starting it off with the NBA, I had the under 195.5 in that Orlando Cleveland game. The game hit 200 and the game went over the total. So it is what it is. And then Cleveland closes it out. Now Cleveland will be getting the Celtics in the second round. Detroit, New York, first 5 under was a winner there. They called that at the end of 8. So that was if you had the full game under, that was a void, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Or if you had the full game over, maybe. Or maybe they called, no, I think the only thing that would have been voided was any type of run line in that game. Washington Nationals money line winner there, never in doubt. They were down 5-1 at one point, 6-1 at one point. And they came all the way back and won 11-8. Just ran away with it at the end there. Morning, Tim.
Morning.
Washington Nationals, never in doubt. There. First 5 under 4.5 with Colorado. Pittsburgh was a winner. Mets first 5 under was a loser. Full game money line was a loser. First 5 under 4, Boston and Minnesota pushed. First 5 under 4.5, Seattle, Houston was a winner. 2-0 there. First 5 under 4.5, with St. Louis and Chicago, winner. First 5 under 3.5, Chicago and Milwaukee, winner. They made me sweat a little bit on that one, though. 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th. I would have been pissed if they scored 4 in the bottom of the 5th. I lost that after nothing through 5.5 innings. That would have been a crushing loss there. The Rangers, New York Rangers, get the job done yesterday. A 4-3 victory over the Carolina Hurricanes. The Rangers looked good yesterday, and the fun part was that the Rangers went 2 for 2 on the power play. They scored 2 power play goals. And the beautiful part of all that is Carolina backers cannot complain about the refs helping out the Rangers because Carolina went 0 for 5 on the power play. They had 3 more power play attempts, and the Rangers scored 2 more power play goals. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Their special teams, like I said yesterday, is going to play a major factor, and the goalie differential. Igor over Anderson. And Igor looked good yesterday. Anderson looked like he had difficulties. Oakland money line. Wow. Miami was not happy about losing 20-4. They win 12-3. The Braves got clean swept by the Dodgers. 5-1 loss there for the Braves in that one. And I want to take when Tim goes over his plays in a second here. I'm going to look up standings. Actually, I'm looking up standings right now. for San Fran, first 5 was a loss, and then a frustrating loss with Vegas to end the night. I lost the plus 130 money line. I lost the plus 340 series stab. My series props went 2-4 down 1 unit. I cashed with Colorado, Boston. I lost with the Islanders, the Preds, and then I added the extra half unit on the Preds plus 270 and the half unit on Vegas plus 340. So series props did not go well. I do have a couple series props that I bet last night. For the NHL, I took the Avalanche at plus 115 to beat the Stars, and I took the Florida Panthers game 1 and to win the series at plus 115 and -1 games at minus 125. So that is that. One last thing I wanted to mention before I'll let Tim recap his. After getting swept, the Atlanta Braves are 2.5 games out of first place. Another team that's also 2.5 games out of first place is the Oakland Athletics. All right, Tim, how was the day for you yesterday?
It was a negative day on the site again. I'm just putting up that. Boom. Okay. Another negative day. I had the under in the Liverpool game. It was 1-0 at half, or 2-0 at halftime. 4 goals in the second half. Not ideal for an under. Cleveland -3.5, never in doubt. They were down 10 at halftime. They won the third quarter 33-15. Won the fourth quarter 30-26. Nice winner there. Nationals. I am now 2-0 betting Blue Jay games. I'm going back to not betting Blue Jay games anymore. I'm going to keep that perfect record until Baltimore comes to town, which Baltimore won and covered the run line again. So we'll talk about, we'll bring out, do they play today?
No.
They do not. But, in that case, let me pull up that because it's up big. And I want to bring up one more thing once I'm done breaking everything down because I thought something was weird.
Yeah. Also, one thing I was looking at for today's card, I think today will be the first day of the season, the first game of the season. I do not bet against the Dodgers, and I do not bet against the Marlins.
They're playing each other. Oh, boy. All right, Dodger run line. Anyways, Orioles money line is 23-11, up 6.3. The run line is 20-14, up 14.5. So there you go. Real quick, recapping the rest of the card. Mets under, never was close. Royals blow the game late. Boston finally snaps the Twins winning streak, but that game went way over the total. The White Sox won a game.
Yep.
That game went under the total. You had the Rangers, which cashed, and then Oakland and Vegas did not. So that was kind of annoying there. I want to quickly bring up 2 things for college baseball. A, if you're a team that's going up against Georgia, can you please stop throwing at Charlie Conan? He just tied the record with 33 homers this season. He's homered in 7 straight games as the Georgia Bulldogs sweep Vanderbilt. There's something wrong with Vandy. And I also want to mention, how the hell is Tennessee number 1? They go from number 3 to number 1. So they had a great week, right, Nick? No, they went 2-2. They won the series against Florida. Good for them. They lost to, checks notes, Lipscomb. Just saying, if they didn't have a SEC or ACC logo next to their name and they lost to Lipscomb, they're dropping like 4 or 5 spots. No, they move up to 1. So the top 5 right now is Tennessee, Clemson, A&M, Kentucky, Arkansas. ECU's number 6. Oregon State, Florida State, Duke, and Virginia. That's your top 10. Wow, Virginia's up in the top 10 now? Interesting. NC State's back to being ranked. I know UNCW is close to being ranked again. But lots of interesting stuff going on with college baseball. So I figured I'd mention that. But this is I'm excited for the rest of the season. There's no college baseball today, but I'm excited for the rest of the season.
There you go.
Let's go say hi to the chat, and then we'll start to run through stuff.
Yep.
BGK played hard. It was close series, just too many stars in the lineup. It just wasn't clicking. Yeah, it wasn't. The Canes played like shit and Freddie, but they only lost by 1 goal. I'm not worried about the Canes themselves. The Canes beat themselves.
See, for that, I mean, Canes beat themselves. I mean, they had 5 power plays. No, I was going to say that. And I think that 4-3 score is a little bit flattering because they scored once with the goalie pulled. Like that, I think that was a little bit of a flattering score for Carolina. They were badly outplayed in that game.
Here, actually, I want to bring up one more thing too before we jump back into the chat. Because I don't know if you saw them, Nick. New City Connect jerseys.
Oh boy,
Detroit. So they've got the Motor City going across the chest. They've got like tire tracks all over the jersey, and then the hats just says Detroit. But
they could have done a little bit better with the hat.
I don't know. I like the color though. I think hat's ugly. I like the color of the jersey. I think the jersey looks great. The hat's ugly, but overall, I saw that. I figured I'd bring it up because we are a sports show. So, I hit the Philly and the over yesterday. I did not bet that game. I'm happy I didn't bet it. Nick, hammer the Avs in game 1 and use an even bigger hammer on the Florida before tonight.
We will be getting into that, Mel. You will love to hear what I'm on tonight for the Florida Panthers.
This is where the Canes get Gunzel and Shezhnikov to step up and score some big goals. I agree. Got Florida game 1 and series double at plus 125 the moment it opens. You can still get it at plus 115. I advise everyone to take it.
I did take that. I unfortunately got the 115, but I am on that. We will get into the Florida. And I've already bet the Avalanche plus 115 to win the series. And I bet Florida -1 for the series handicap at minus 125.
Okay. The Twins aren't for real. 9-2. Dude, they just won, 12 games in a row? Chill.
But they
under was common sense, 5.5 stars and nights. Yeah, there you go. Oilers take the cup. Believe it or not. I see it.
I think they beat Vancouver. I don't think they get past Colorado. That's I still have Colorado, Florida as my Stanley Cup final.
My Cubbies, baby. There you go. Cubbies take good business. T-Wolves plus 198 is disrespectful. They are now 5-0. Okay. It was a 4.5. It was a 4.5 last game. We just saw the T-Wolves win big, and now they're 5.5 point dogs. Shouldn't that tell you something?
We'll get into that.
What's up? Happy birthday to me. Cheers. Now let's cash. Happy birthday, Markel. Let's do it. Let's make some money tonight with the Nuggies. Marcos, I think, wants to get timed out. Denver, Minnesota going under. I could see that. Wolves by double digits. Marcos definitely wants to get timed out. Minnesota first quarter full game. Marcos is just he woke up and chose violence this morning.
Somebody pissed in his Cheerios.
Marcos, I thought you loved me. What's wrong with you? Indiana tonight. Yes. My guy, Nuggets alternate line. Yeah, Nuggets by double digits tonight. See, Nathan's nice. I appreciate that, Nathan. Minnesota in 5 against D. Ant is man a problem, man on a mission. Cool. I'm not worried about him. He had a good game. I'll give him that. But if he doesn't have 47 points, they're not going to win. Marcos, you smoking if you think Denver going down 2-0. What's up, my guys? Let's get it. Let's cash it. Hit the like button, people. Show some appreciation, subscribe, and share. There you go. Joker over 27.5 points. Don't say lock. Refs gonna give it to Nuggets. No, don't say that. Denver money line. You have to take points. I'm not laying mine.
We haven't even gone over the game yet.
Nuggets reminds me of a Philly Connect jersey.
That's what I was thinking. They remind me of the Phillies Connect jerseys.
That's fair. You already know, Rick. Knicks beating Sixers by more than 6. Only once during the series. Pacers plus 6.5 today. I'll buy more series props if Pacers lose tonight. Fair. The Oilers are beating the fraudulent Canucks team, but that's it. I like the Canucks.
Yeah.
What's up, fellas? Let's cash. Denver first quarter. Let's do it.
Ooh,
I got it to me. Good morning, gentlemen. Morning, Untouchable. $1,000 on Denver money line. Good luck, dude. I hope you win. I see all the chalk cleared in the NHL. Wild card wanted a few upsets. Yeah,
if you bet any series props on underdogs, you lost.
Yeah. Let's start it off, Nick.
Yeah. However, I do have 2 underdogs that I like in round 1 or round 2. One already is one game 1. The Rangers, I got them at plus 126. I got the Avalanche at plus 115. So those are the 2 dogs I do like. I do think Edmonton and I do think Florida take care of business. Let's get into it here. The Florida Panthers and the Boston Bruins. This line opened up at 160, got up to around a 180. It's back down to 160. So we've had basically no line move on this total. Line opened up at a 5.5 plus 104 to 5.5 plus 107. So we have a move towards the under. We have a move towards, and we have really no move on the side in this game here. Let's take a look at this cash flow in this one. 80% of the tickets, 76% of the cash is on the Florida Panthers. 82% of the tickets and 80.
You muted yourself.
Oh, sorry. My microphone gets sketchy sometimes. They're coming in off of a 4-1 series win over the Tampa Bay Lightning in their first round matchup, where they looked pretty good. They won 3-2, 3-2, 5-3. They lost 6-3, but then they won 6-1. So they really took care of business. The last 3 of those games went over the total. And on the flip side, the Boston Bruins, they're coming in off of a intense 7-game series where they had to gut it out, give their all to survive versus the Maple Leafs, including a overtime winner in game number 7. The last 4 games of that series went under the total, 3-1, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1. So this is a Bruins team that has not scored more than 3 goals since game 4 against the Maple Leafs. More than 2 goals. I apologize. They will, yeah. And I think Florida offensively will be able to take it to Boston. Now, if you look at the season series between these 2 teams, Boston's won all 4. However, first one was a 3-2 overtime win on October 30th, about 6 months ago, a little over 6 months ago, and it was an overtime. There's no 3-on-3 overtime in the playoffs. November 22nd, the Bruins won 3-1. That was also about 6 months ago. Or, yeah, about that. And they're totally different teams now. 4-3 win in Florida on March 26th. That was pretty more recent. And then a 3-2 overtime win on April 6th, which overtime there's no 3-on-3 in the playoffs. I think situationally, and I thought this heading when Boston had to go to game 6 against Toronto, and even more when it had to go to game 7 against Toronto. Situationally, this is an awesome spot for the Florida Panthers. Awesome spot. They're rested, and they're against a Boston Bruins team that just had to gut it out, and they're probably banged up, tired, and it's not like that series really gave them much momentum either because they avoided choking. That's all they did was they avoided choking the 3-1 series either way. I would be a little bit more concerned if this was the Toronto Maple Leafs right here. And they are coming in off of winning 3 straight games, stealing the series from Boston, coming back down from 3-1. I'd be more concerned about the Maple Leafs playing the Panthers right now than I would the Bruins. For game 1 at least. I'm on the Florida Panthers -1, -101. On this game here. I'm also on Florida to win game 1 and to win the series at plus 115. And I'm on Florida -1 games. So I played the series money line and the series -1.5 handicap for the split bet at -125. I see Florida in 5. I think this is a series where Florida takes the first 2 games, Boston takes game 3, and then Florida takes game 4 and 5. So I think this is a series that's dominated by Florida. Give me the Panthers -1, and then the 2 series props as well.
I'm probably going to just stay away from this hockey game tonight. I kind of lean Bruins, but I just like taking plus money in the playoffs. Would you be surprised if we saw an overtime?
Yes.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
I
I think
I don't know,
Florida
I just
wins, and I think you can play the puck line with Florida.
think the only way Florida gets puck line is an empty netter.
I disagree.
But
I think this could be a 4-1 hockey game.
I'm not gonna touch this game, but we'll see how it goes. I want to see how Boston looks tonight before I do anything with it.
Fair.
That all the teams that got blown out on Saturday win on Sunday. I honestly have no clue. I didn't really pay attention to that. Panthers going to smoke the Bruins. Hello, truth teller. Bruins are tired. The line is telling you simple Panthers. That's why I'm not betting this game. I like the Panthers and Nuggets series bets. I like the Nuggets series bet too. Hasn't moved yet. Panthers money line and -1.5. Split up bets. So a -1. Got it.
A -1.
The true teller. Both are plus 105. It's not bad. Panthers puck line. Kachuk, Ryan, Verhage, and Reinhardt goals.
Yeah, I'm all for it. I have all three of those players on my player pool, so I'm all for it.
I like the 1.5 first quarter Denver bet. We'll talk about them in a minute. Linden assists. A lot of revenge for Florida. Could be. I got deja vu for teams advancing to conference finals again. Avs, Oilers, Panthers.
Oilers did not make the conference finals last year. They lost to Vegas in the second round.
No, Bruins money line. They were up 3-1 on the Panthers last year. They want revenge.
Here's the thing, and I was ready. This revenge angle is bullshit. I don't care. I do not care about Boston revenge angle against the Florida Panthers. I do not care. Because motivationally speaking, you don't think the Florida Panthers are motivated at all to get back to the Stanley Cup Finals after making it last year? You think motivation goes one way here? I think the revenge argument for the Boston Bruins in the series is bullshit. Thank you.
Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah,
Miami's
I do.
going to be a busy man tonight. Tampa thought Florida, taught Florida how to screen a goalie. Good morning. Let's cash. Good morning, real deal.
And also one thing with the Bruins here, which also, and that's the last thing I'll say about it, whatever. Revenge, yeah, cool. Where's Patrice Bergeron and where's David Krejci, who were on the team last year? Tyler Bertuzzi as well. All right,
Bruins are old. Sorry. It's over. Go ahead and sleep on the Bruins. Tigers
I didn't sleep on the Bruins. I bet against Tampa.
And watch your money disappear.
Cool.
Panthers in 6. If Bruins have won the last 4 games against Panthers, you have to grab a Bruins series for big plus money, even though the Panthers are better.
I disagree.
Boston without depth at center really hurts. Maybe 5. In terms of Panthers in 5. A's, Cubs, Detroit. Under, maybe an under. Maybe Marchand might die tonight.
Right.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
Dodgers are smoking. Yeah. Bruins, all right, doing nothing tonight.
I think if you like the Bruins in the series, bet them after they lose game 1, because I don't see them winning this game because I think it's a terrible situational spot.
Okay.
I'll talk some Yeah, we have this line opening up at a 6.5 for the New York Knicks. We're seeing 5.5s now for this game. Total opened up at a 216. It's up to a 217. We have a move towards the over. We have a move towards the Indiana Pacers. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this one here, where we have 65% of tickets and 69% of the cash is on the Indiana Pacers and the line moving towards them. We have 93% of tickets, 93% of cash is on the over in this game as well. This is round 2, game 1 here in Madison Square Garden. I want to take a look at what the so in the season series this year. Let's take a look. They played 3 times, and Indiana won 2 of the 3 matchups. 2 of them were in February, and 1 was in December. So Take that with a grain of salt. Indiana Pacers coming in off of a 4-2 series victory over the Milwaukee Bucks. They won 4 of the last 5 games on their way to winning in 6 there. So they're coming in, playing pretty good basketball. Granted, this will definitely be a step up in competition for the Indiana Pacers going up against the Knicks because mainly for me because Giannis didn't play what? He only played what? 1 game that series, 2 games that series.
He didn't.
Middleton, he didn't play at all?
Giannis didn't play at all.
Oh, I thought he did. My bad. I apologize. I shows how much I'm paying attention to the series. I really didn't.
Think he did. Obviously, I didn't watch it, but I don't think he did. I feel like we would have known if he did.
I thought he played the last game.
I don't think he did, but that's just me.
Yeah, no, he did. My bad. I apologize. And this is definitely a step up in competition for them. The New York Knicks are coming in off of a 4-2 series victory against the Philadelphia 76ers, where they kind of dealt – I feel like these two teams kind of dealt the same thing. They kind of got bailed out by – the Pacers got bailed out by not having to deal with Giannis, and the Knicks kind of got bailed out for having to only deal with an injured Joel Embiid, and an injured Joel Embiid that still dropped 50 points on them in game 2. And looking at this spot or game 3, my bad. I have no interest in this game. None. I have more interest in the later game with the Nuggets. But it's a no play for me.
I'm on the Pacers. I think the Pacers have a legit chance to win this series. And I took their series prop at plus 220, I believe it was, 200, something like that. This is a Pacers team that you could – I know they probably didn't look as good as you wanted them to look in the first round against a Giannis-less Bucks team. But this is still a Pacers team that, since picking up Siakam, has looked really good. And it's a Knicks team that I'm not super confident in. It is what it is. I'm not super high on the Knicks as a lot of people are, and that's fine. I'm going to be betting the Pacers probably every single game of the series. And I'm going to start off here. I got a 6. It's down to 5.5. I'm happy. So I'm on Indiana. Sign me up for the Pacers. I think they win the series.
I like it. I can only look my numbers lean Pacers. I thought it was too many points, but it's a lead. Just a lead.
Oh shit. I'm kind of on Knicks first half, but don't know yet. Wait, didn't Boston already win game 1?
No.
Simple Pacers plus 7 lines telling me the over. That's why the Panthers are like plus. They're not.
No, that may be for their series handicap minus 1.5 games.
Pacers money line, yes. Knicks team total over. Pacers don't believe in defense. That narrative, although that was at the end of the regular season. No, that narrative I think is a little bit off because they have been a lot better defensively this year since picking up Siakam. New York Rangers money line last night for 1K. Got a little sweaty. They cashed.
A win's a win.
Hello, everyone. What's up, Josh? Calvin. There you go. Let's head to the bigger game tonight, which I'm hoping I could stay up for.
Yeah. Also, a little bit of NHL news. It looks like Winnipeg head coach Rick Bowness is probably going to be announcing his retirement today. Saw that and thought it was interesting. So it looks like the Winnipeg Jets will be on the lookout for a head coach. May interest them in Lane Lambert. I'm messing around. I wanted Buffalo to get him, but that's beyond the point. The Denver Nuggets and the Minnesota Timberwolves in this game here. The Nuggets 5.5 point favorites, total 207 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot, where the line opened up at a 4.5, and it got up to a 5, now 5.5. So we do have a full point line movement here towards the Denver Nuggets. Line opened up at a 207.5. It's down to a 207, so the line's moved a half point towards the under, and the line is moved towards the Nuggets. We have 96% of the tickets, 96% of the cash is on the over in this game with the line moving towards the under. So it's under or nothing for me in this game. I think this could be a really dominated series of unders. because the Timberwolves are one of the better defensive teams in basketball, and I think the defensive intensity can be turned up for Denver as well. And we have 72% of the tickets and 75% of the cash is on the Minnesota Timberwolves. So we have the big bet, or we have big bets, big cash coming in on the T-Wolves in line. They're taking this T-Wolf money and they're saying, you like the 4.5? Here's a 5. You like the 5.5? Here's a 5.5. Yeah, I'll probably be on the Denver Nuggets in this game here. And I also have an interesting. I don't bet player props, but this player prop kind of stood out to me here. It's not going to be an official play for me because I don't give out player props officially. But I'm going to put a little bit of something here on Anthony Edwards under 28.5 points today. You go off for 47 points last game. I'm going to take your under the next game type of thing. So that's not an official play for me, but I will be on a little bit of Anthony Edwards under points. And when we look at this, when we look at this Denver Nuggets team, the narrative for them for the first 6 games of the playoffs is they start slow, they start slow, they start slow. Well, here's your wake-up call. You lost game 1. Start off fast for once. And I would like to go at least first half full game with the Nuggets. If not, I would like to go the full trifecta with the Nuggets tonight. I think this is the game that, or the market suggests, and I believe this is the game that the Nuggets step up and they just beat the shit out of them. That's what I'm expecting from the Nuggets tonight. I'm expecting them to be up double digits at halftime, and I'm expecting them to run away with this game. And I think that's how I'm going to invest myself into this game. I will be heavily invested into this one here. This is a spot that I liked heading into after game 1's result of them losing. It's going to be a Nuggets trifecta for me in this game. I'm going to take a first quarter, first half full game.
Hey, I'm all for it. I'm on the Nuggets myself. This is just I think it's a bounce back spot. If Anthony Edwards doesn't go up for 47 points in game number 1, the Nuggets probably win that game. And I just don't see him going off for that again. Plus, this is a Nuggets team that doesn't lose many games at home. They were, 36-9 at home this year. This is a Nuggets team that's just dominant at home. And I do think we're going to end up getting Nuggets stealing a game in Minnesota as well. And you could probably get some – it would probably be closer to a pick'em in those games. So that might be even better to bet on them for. I just think this is a Nuggets smash spot. They come out pissed after the first game. They're down in a series for the first time in 2 years. So I definitely think you're going to get a pissed off Nuggets team. So I'm on the minus 5.5.
Yeah. I'm getting the there we go. I'm trying to find the there we go. First quarter money line is unfortunately minus 170 for the Nuggets. So I'm gonna have to lay 1.5 minus 125. All these are on ESPN Bet because they gave me the best number for the first half spread, the full game spread. So I'm getting it's saying 3.5 here. No, I wanted the 2.5 that they were offering. I'm gonna be looking around here because it told me there was a first half minus 2.5. So give me 2 seconds. I want to try to find that. But yeah, I'm going to be on the first half full game, first quarter.
Let's roll. I got some I got the house of chicken nuggets. Let's do it. It's not disrespectful. It's not disrespectful, dude. It's exactly where it's supposed to be. Minus 4.5 on the chicken nuggets. You got a better line. I agree with Nick, but I wouldn't go under his points, in my opinion. Edwards under points. Well, everybody's going to see that he just dropped 47, and they think he's going to do it again. Reggie J needs support on him tonight. Is Murray healthy? Yes, Murray is healthy. As I mentioned, Denver first quarter. If they don't cover first quarter, I'll take first half. If they don't cover then you have full game. Only half units each. I got you. Edwards over. No, I don't think Edwards over. Wolves, no. Edwards is like Nathan McKinnon, not even close. They will contain Edwards. Yes, they will. Nuggets have only lost 2 in a row at home, 1 time all year. There you go. That's what I was looking for. And I'll find exactly when that was. It's probably way early in the season. Let's see. When. I believe one of them involved Oklahoma City. We did lose to Oklahoma City at home. Did lose there at home. I need to find out when this is. Oh, yeah. We lost to Oklahoma City and Orlando, both at home. It was December 29th, January 5th. Got to roll Nuggets. Let's do it. Triple-double. Yes. I'm not saying he gets 40 points. I'm saying that he still gets to 30 points. I don't know. I like that. So the Nuggets win today. Yes. MJ going to steal game 2 today. No. Michael Jordan isn't playing anymore. I don't understand why everybody's making that reference. It's stupid. Come on. Let's be honest. It's stupid. Got a smaller baseball cards today, Nick. Only 10 games.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, one other thing I'm going to look to add as well. By the way, my official lines for this game, all of them end up being on Bet365 because the lines that I was seeing for ESPN Bet was different. Denver Nuggets first quarter -2, -110. First half -3.5, -110. Full game -5.5, -110. And I'll also be looking to add the Denver Nuggets series price as well, which will probably be around +105, +110 range. So I will be on I'm going to add that after the show, the Denver Nuggets to win the series as well. So fully invested in these Denver Nuggets. And here's the thing. I think betting wise, the Nuggets losing game 1 was the best thing that could have happened in this series. Because other than me losing my game 1 in series prop, we're getting I think we're getting a better number for the Nuggets here in this game, and we're going to get a better game for the Nuggets to win the series. And if you want to go one step further, we can get a better nugget for the Nuggets to win the West and the Nuggets to win the NBA Finals. Because now they're plus money to win the series. So I just want to put that out there. And especially if they lose this game tonight, then you can even tag them up for more. But that would be a little bit more nerve-wracking. But we'll get into baseball, though. As we have the San Francisco Giants and the Philadelphia Phillies, -205 for Philadelphia in this game. Total is 7.5 in this spot. Let's take a look at this pitching matchup here, as I believe we're getting the MLB debut of Mason Black. If you're able to look up numbers on Mason Black here.
I got okay. I'll have his complete breakdown. He has not played in the majors yet.
Appreciate it. This line opened up at a 195 for Philadelphia, and it's now up to -210. So this looks like it could be cash cow range. Line opened up at an 8 at even money. It's down to a 7.5. So we even moved towards the under. We even moved towards Philadelphia. We have Zach Wheeler taking on Mason Black for this pitching matchup here. 92% of the tickets, 98% of the cash is on the Phillies. The line moving towards the Phillies, the public on the Phillies, and they're up in this 200 range. I guarantee today, Tim, we'll see this as a cash cow play. With the big home favorite, with the public on them and the line moving towards them. I know this is a Troy Torrance special, and I've seen how good those cash cows are, and I like to back those cash cow plays. 98% of the tickets, 97% of the tickets are on the cash is on the over in this game as well. It tells me that the under could be worth a look, and they think potentially Mason Black pitches okay today, more along the lines of Zach Wheeler pitching good. Zach Wheeler this year has been awesome. He's I believe your favorite to win the NL Cy Young right now. 2.37 ERA, 0.96 WHIP, 10.98 strikeouts per nine, which is 30%, 3.26 walks per nine, a 2.14 BABIP, a 3.18 FIP, and a 3.13 SIERA. The bullpen advantage, I need to type in San Fran so I can get San Fran's numbers here, because when a pitcher does not have any stats, my spreadsheet cannot read the pitcher name, so they don't know what team they play for. There we go. The bullpen edge goes towards these Philadelphia Phillies in this one here, and the hitting edge does go towards Philadelphia as well. 116 WRC plus, which is 5th, compared to 97, which is 16th. I'm looking Philly run line in this game. That's the only way I will look. I would like to hear the breakdown of Mason Black, and then I'll probably go ahead and bet the Philly run line here.
I would go under in this game. Let's quickly talk about him. Mr. Mason Black, starting pitching, throws right-handed 6'3", 230, born in 99. So there you go. He was drafted in the third round, in the 2021 draft, out of the University of Lehigh. So that's interesting there. He had a decent spring. He had a bad spring training, but what he's done in AAA this year so far has been quite impressive. 2-1 with a 1.01 ERA in 6 games started, 26 innings, 3 earned runs on 16 hits, 29 strikeouts. This kid's got some solid stuff. And he's been very effective so far this year. He had a rough spring. I'm not going to put that a lot towards him. His last 6 starts in AAA have been really good. Not to mention, Nick, both these two teams just did what last night?
Sunday Night Baseball.
They played on Sunday Night Baseball. I'm taking the under. I expect the offenses to come out a little bit slower. And Wheeler's your Cy Young favorite right now. And I really do like Mason Black's numbers from AAA. And I'm gonna take the under here in a semi-early game because this is a 4:00 game. Under 7.5, minus 107 between the Giants and the Phillies. Nick, thoughts?
I would lean towards the first 5 under in this game. I will be pulling the trigger on the Philly run line, though. Is the way I'm going to approach this in this game. I'm getting plus 104. Oh, no. I love when BetStamp tells me one line, and I go and log into that book, and then they're like, no, it's not plus 105, it's minus 105. And now I'm going to go into ESPN Bet and see if ESPN Bet's telling me a different number as well. So I will be betting the Philly run line here in this game. Okay, they're actually still plus money.
There you go. It's not MJ Stone. That's stupid to hear. Porter over points, yes. Dude, no. The Nuggets will win. The T-Wolves will cover the 5.5. No. Edwards will get in foul trouble today. Towns and Rudy Gobert goofy as hell. Real talk. Wolves cover easy. No. I like a sneaky under. Yes. Philly run line. Fine. Took the Nerfy in the first 5 under. I like the under. Yes. Does the Sunday Night Baseball fade count if the same teams do it again today? No. No, because nobody traveled, nobody nothing. First 5, Phillies. Don't hit it. If San Fran couldn't hit Walker, they won't hit Wheeler. Under and Phillies run line. I like the under, yes. Phillies in the over. No, I don't like the over. Bruins smash.
No. Not tonight.
I agree with Nasty Nate. Wow, I had first 5 under last night in Philly. They blew up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I now see first 5 under. There you go. Anthony Edwards under 28.5 points. Nuggets first half. Joker over assist. Nuggets money line parlay plus 520. Had a 30% boost with Fanatics. I really like that.
Ooh, they do have a boost.
Bruins first period.
I'll probably do the Nuggets trifecta with that boost.
Same here, Markel. I had that. There you go. Let's jump into this one, which I'm going to be passing on.
Yeah, we have the Detroit Tigers and the Cleveland Guardians. We have the Guardians minus 115 favorites, total 7.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one here. Flaherty and McKenzie. Line open up at a 120 for the Guardians. It's down to a 115. Line open up at a 7.5, minus 115. Now it's a 7.5 at plus 108. We have a decent move towards the under in this game. And we have a move towards the Tigers in this one. 78% of the tickets and 82% of the cash is on the Guardians with the line moving towards the Tigers. And then we have 97% of the tickets, 97% of the cash on the over with the line moving towards the under. All right. Immediately, the under catches my attention. Immediately. Jack Flaherty, 4.5 ERA, 1.10 whip, 12.9 strikeouts per 9, which is 35%. 1.5 walks per 9 at 343 BABIP, but 2.72 FIP and a 2.23 Sierra. On the flip side, Trish McKenzie, 3.51 ERA, 1.44 whip, 7.71 strikeouts per 9, which is 20%. 5.61 walks per 9 at 257 BABIP, but 4.83 FIP and a 5.27 Sierra. Bullpen edge going towards Cleveland. Hitting edge goes towards Cleveland as well. 94 WRC plus, which is 19th, compared to 88, which is 24th. So neither of these lineups scare me at all. They're both subpar when it comes to hitting righties. We have a market that's screaming under, and this has just been the way I've been seeing these totals. Is line moving towards the under, big bets coming in on the over, and the line moving towards the under, you just bet the under. And I can get under 4 in the first 5 innings at -120 over on ESPN Bet. I can also get it on Bet365. When I head over to Bet365 and get the first 5 under 4 here at -120.
Good luck. I will say this is a AL Central matchup. So I kind of stayed away from this one. Tristan McKenzie has looked a little bit better as of late. I know he had a couple of rough starts in the beginning of the year. Last 3 starts, 5 earned runs in the last 16 innings, so not terrible. Flaherty coming off of a big game, 14 strikeout game versus the Cardinals in a game that the Tigers lost, which is quite crazy to see. I don't hate the under in this game for you, Nick, but I choose to stay away from AL Central matchups just because I don't get them right. And the whole point of betting is to get games right. So that's why I don't bet AL Central matchups, and that's why I normally don't bet the Blue Jay games because I don't get them right. But from time to time I will. I'm not doing it today. By the way, I just saw Walker Buehler's pitching today.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
Yeah. Indians money line. I don't hate it. Tristan McKenzie's been solid.
Cleveland I would lean more line. Guardians than Indians.
Nick, shut up. I'm just reading the comments. We don't care about your whatever. Detroit lost 3 in a row. They'll win today. Watch and see. Yeah, I'm not trying to hold out for them to be due to win a game. Guardians money line. Hear me out. The reason I like the Bruins this game is because they have been playing every other day, and are in a rhythm. Panthers have been sitting and waiting. I think that will hurt the goalie. It's definitely interesting. It's definitely going to be an interesting dynamic of the rest versus rust. We'll see how it goes. But I understand your argument. That's why I said I'm not betting tonight's game. I want to see how the series goes. I personally could see Boston winning the series. So I'm not talking you off of it. Tigers have to win today. They lost 3 in a row. No way they lose it. Just because they lost? No. I know you're joking, Kenna. I like Detroit at plus money. Sounds good. Guardians are the better team. I do expect Guardians to regress. Keep that in mind. We'll see. Good luck, right? Cash the Cleveland 2 games. Piece combo, Guardians and Cavs. Nice. Let's keep on rolling through the games, Nick.
Yeah. By the way, I remember Stop Geo mentioned his boosted same gamer. I threw a couple bucks at this. It's Nuggets money line. First quarter, first half, and full game. The first quarter, first half are 3-way money line. So basically, first quarter points. Jokic over 12.5 rebounds. It's plus 748 for that same gamer. Threw a couple bucks at that just because they gave me a boost. Let's move into the next game here. The Pittsburgh Pirates are minus 160 home favorites. Jeez. Taking on the LA Angels. Let's take a look at the line history in this one here. Line opened up at a 140. It's up to a 155, though, so we do have a move towards these Pirates. Line opened up 7.5 minus 120. It's up to an 8 now. Even money. 96% of the tickets and 95% of the cash is on the over in this game. 82% of the tickets, 92% of the cash on the Pirates in this game. The line moving towards those lines respectively. We have Tyler Anderson taking on Mitch Keller. Anderson, 2.76 ERA, 1.13 whip, 6.75 strikeouts per 9, which is 18%, 3.99 walks per 9, a 190 BABIP, but 5.3 FIP, and a 4.94 SIERA. On the flip side, Helen Keller, 4.66 ERA, 1.38 whip, 9.62 strikeouts per 9, which is 25%, 3.41 walks per 9, a 3.25 BABIP, a 4.15 FIP, and a 3.77 SIERA. Bullpen edge going towards the Pirates. Hitting edge going towards the Angels, 101 WRC plus, which is 13th, compared to 80, which is 22nd. No interest whatsoever in this game. The lines are moving to where the big bets are coming in. I have no interest on either of these sides. I think the price for the Pirates is too much, but I don't want to bet the Angels. It's a really easy no play for me.
I agree. These are 2 teams that I want nothing to do with backing at all. Really, really rough. they were bad to begin with. Then losing Trout, they've lost 9 out of their last 10. And this line is way too wide for Pittsburgh. There's zero chance I'm going to be interested in going after Pittsburgh. This is 100% a pass for me. Not really interested in this game at all.
Sure.
By the way, real quick, looking at series props for the NBA, Cavaliers plus 800 to win the series.
Yeah, the 8-1. That's telling me a $100 wager would lose you $100.
Maybe. Guardians run line. Guardians will start losing, but not today. Pirates minus 140. I used my Fanatic boost on it. See, that's a little bit more respectable. Next time, run line it. Cubs money line with Steele on the mound. Justin Steele's back versus Yu Darvish. All right. I'm out, guys. Dodgers run line. Yes, I already bet it. It's already up on the site. Dodgers, Cubs, and Phillies. Nuggets, Panthers, and A's. Sounds good. Nice. Same game. I like it. There you go. Angels, 1-800. Angels. I'm not.
Good luck.
There's no way I'm coming close to the Angels. Let's hop to this game.
Yeah, I'm also starting to write down what numbers these books have for Denver series, so I can go ahead probably bet that before the show is over. San Diego Padres and the Chicago Cubs. Cubbies minus 115 favorites, total 7 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one here, where we have this line opened up at minus 115. It's down to a 106, so we do have a move towards the Padres in this one here. Almost dogged a favorite here for them. Line opened up 7.5, minus 120. It stayed there. Or 7 minus 120. It stayed there. We're in Chicago. The total is less than 7. All right. Or less than 8. Just pointing that out there. Yesterday, it was the 9th time they've had a total of less than 8 at Wrigley Field. It's 7-2 or 7-2 the under. So just wanted to put that one out there. 73% of the tickets. 67% of the cash on the over, line not moving. 79% of the tickets, 61% of the cash is on the Cubbies, and the line has moved towards the Padres. Expecting Yu Darvish to pitch well. Darvish, 4.85 ERA, 1.23 whip, 6.23 strikeouts per nine, which is 16%. 3.46 walks per nine, a 256 BABIP, a 4.15 FIP, and a 4.91 Sierra. Taking on Justin Steele, who we have not seen since, I believe, his first start of the year. I think he pitched once and he got hurt in his opening start, if I remember right.
Yes, he got hurt in his opening start. That's why he's been out for a while.
Yeah, where he went 4 2/3 against the Rangers and looked good. 1 earned run, 3 hits, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts in that outing. What do we expect from him, though? And I believe it wasn't a arm injury, right?
No, I believe he got hit.
Yeah, remember it was. Yeah, no, it wasn't an arm injury. Which I would be more concerned over Justin Steele if it was his arm rather than yeah. That's just pitchers in general, though. And I think I'm just going to stick to this strategy a little bit, Tim. And the market kind of points in that direction as well. They have no fear for this over money, and I'm just going to keep doing it. When a total is 8 or fewer, I'm just gonna start taking unders in Cubby games, and I can get under 3.5 at plus 105 first 5 over on Bet365. I'm gonna take that for let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna take the 3.5 here for the under, and it looks like I'm gonna be actually getting even money over on BetMGM.
Heard. I kind of want to look towards the Cubs, but at the same time, Justin Steele back for the first time in a month? Over a month since he's pitched last. And he pitched well in his first start. He got injured after 6 2/3 innings. But he looked good. But after being injured for a while, I don't know if I could trust him at the moment. I feel like there's better spots on today's card for sure. I want to see how he pitches today. If he pitches well and looks good, I might look to back him next game. But for me, I'm not really too interested in going after this one. It's a lean towards the Cubs, but no bet.
Padres, Cubs, first 5 under 3.5. Even money.
Cubs smash. There you go. Pirates still look like trash right now. Yes. Cubs first 5. Darvish always rusty first 5. Padres hitters are on training mode right now. Cubs are winning this game. Trust me. Okay. Cubs all day. My Cubs are a top 3 powerhouse. We'll see towards the end of the year. Remember this. We like the Cubs. I am high on the Cubs. I have a Cubs to win. No, I have a Brewers to win the division.
I was going to say, if you follow me on Twitter, I put out a post preseason. One of my bold predictions, and I've been saying this since being on. One of my bold predictions is the Cubs make the National League Championship Series, and I would like to back the Cubs in the futures market. I would love to back the Cubs in the futures market.
Padres, Nerfy, and full game under. Not going to talk you off of it. All right, Nick. I like this game.
Yeah, the Minnesota Twins taking on the Seattle Mariners. We have the Mariners minus 125 favorites, total of 8 in this game. The Twins stay at home here, where they opened up as far as the Mariners opened up at minus 115. It's down to a minus 109. So we do have a move towards these Minnesota Twins. Line opened up at an 8 plus 105. It got down to a 7.5. It's back up to an 8 with a slight move towards the over since the opening line. 98% of the tickets, 99% of cash on the over, and the line moving slightly in that direction. It did dip down at one point. 63% of tickets, 72% of cash on the Mariners. Line moving towards the Mariners in this one here. No, towards the Twins. My bad. Towards the Twins. We have Luis Castillo and Simone Woods Richardson. Luis Castillo, 2.32 ERA, 0.97 whip, 10.74 strikeouts per 9, which is 31%. 1.45 walks per 9 and 289 BABIP, but 2.51 FIP and a 2.77 Sierra. On the flip side, Simone Woods Richardson, 2.45 ERA, 1.36 whip, 7.98 strikeouts per 9, which is 21%. 2.45 walks per 9, a 3.48 BABIP, but 2.2 FIP and a 4.08 Sierra. Bullpen edge goes towards the Twins. Hitting edge is dead even, 109 WRC plus for both teams in this matchup. And for me, I would lean Minnesota in this game if I had to bet a side in this spot. The market's kind of pointing towards Simone Woods Richardson having a good start in this one here. So it'd be a lean in that direction. But this baseball card is not overly appealing to me, so it's not a play for me.
I like Seattle. I'm high on the Seattle team. I obviously I have them to win the division. I have them to win. I have a ticket for them to win the AL as well. This is a Seattle team that I'm quite high on. And as we mentioned yesterday, I think they have the best rotation in baseball between Castillo, Hancock, Kirby, Gilbert, and Miller. I think that's the best rotation in baseball. And I'm gonna continue to back them here. Minnesota finally lost a game after winning 12 in a row. And normally when one loss comes in, normally it's a cluster of a couple. So I could see not a losing streak, but them losing the next 2 out of 3 to Seattle, like losing the series to Seattle or something after a big win streak. I like Seattle here. I got them minus 125. I took their money line.
Good luck.
Thank you, my brother. Of course. Mariners money line. Yes. Nick is the boy. There you go. Mariners smash at night. They're vampires. Interesting. Nerfy and Mariners. I like the Mariners with you. There you go. Let's go, Nick, and we get Mr. Cole Reagans.
Yeah, Cole Reagans Day. For the Royals, they're minus 135 home favorites against the Milwaukee Brewers, total of 8.5 in this game. And I think this sets up pretty well for a good Cole Reagans start. Let's get into it. Line opened up at a 135. It's still a 135, so we haven't really seen a line movement much. It did get up to a 145 at one point. Line opened up at an 8 at plus 105. It's actually up to an 8.5 now. So we do have the line movement suggesting potential runs in this game. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this one here. 77% of tickets, 79% of the cash on the Royals. The line moving towards the line not moving at all. And then we do have 84% of the tickets and 83% of the cash on the over. The line has gone from an 8.5 up to an 8. or 8 up to an 8.5, and potentially seeing some 9.5, 9 soon in this game. I'm kind of surprised this line hasn't moved towards the Royals, which is kind of concerning for somebody who is looking on betting the Royals in this game. Cole Reagans has also kind of struggled a little bit as of late, but maybe this is a good get-right spot for Cole Reagans. Bryce Wilson's actually been pretty decent. I believe this will be a bullpen game, though, for Milwaukee, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know. I think Bryce
Wilson 2.05 ERA. Okay,
no, sorry. No, hold on. Sorry, yes. The last 2 starts, 4 1/3 and 6 innings for Wilson.
There you go.
So there's 2.05
ERA. Sorry, go.
Go ahead. His numbers.
Oh, okay. Thank you. 7.77 strikeouts per 9, which is 23%. 2.86 walks per 9, and a 198 BABIP, a 4.29 FIP, and a 3.90 SIERA. On the other side, Cole Reagans kind of struggled a little bit as of late. 4.44 ERA, 1.60 WHIP, 11.1 strikeouts per 9, which is 27%. 2.96 walks per 9, a 4.31 BABIP, a 1.79 FIP, and a 3.35 SIERA. Bullpen edge does go slightly towards the Brewers, and the hitting edge does go towards the Royals in this one here. Maybe if you're looking Royals, maybe it is just a Royals first 5 spot. I want to take a look at what this line has done for the first 5 innings. Wow. Okay, there's the line movement I was looking for. Line opened up at a 140. It's now at 153 with the Royals first 5. So maybe this is just a Royals first 5 spot. And ignore the rest of the game. Just take the Royals early in this one. And I think that's maybe what I do here. And it's probably going to – it's not probably. It's going to have to be a first 5 minus a half in this game. So I'm going to take a look to see what type of number I get for that. But that would be my lean at the moment. It's a Royals first 5 run line, which I can get for, minus 105. That's not appealing enough for me to pull the trigger on that, but it's a lean towards them.
Cole Reagans day. I'm taking the Royals. I just grabbed their minus 133. A little bit juicy. I think I'm going like minus 135 is kind of like the max I'm going at the moment. I do like this Royals team, obviously. I'm very high on them. They're only 5 games over 500 now. They're kind of struggling a little bit, but I think Cole Reagans is going to be an absolute stud. Is he going to be a Cy Young Award winner this year? No. Although he has not been horrible, his numbers are not quite up to par, mostly because of that one bad start against Baltimore where he allowed 7 earned runs among 1 2/3 innings. But other than that, he's been quite solid. I do like Cole Reagans to get the job done here against a Milwaukee team that has looked a little bit shaky as of late, losing 5 out of their last 8 games. So I do like the Royals. I got a minus 133 on the money line, Nick.
Fair.
Sprinkle on a Minnesota sports our mid 2-teamer Nuggets and Mariners. I like it. Mariners just moved from minus 124 to minus 115. Should I be worried? No. Royals first 5 in the under. Yes. Royals for I like the Royals in the under. Yes. Royals today. I'm not sure about this game, Nick.
Yeah, the New York Mets and the St. Louis Cardinals. The Cardinals looking at around $1.20 favorites in this game. Total of 8 in this spot here. We have Sean Manaea and Kyle Gibson in this one here. Line open up at an 8, minus 110 is down 8, and minus 118. We do have this line opening up with the Cardinals as $1.25 favorites. It's down to $1.15. So we've had to move towards the Mets, and we've had to move towards the over in this one here, expecting the Mets offense to click in this game. 73% of the tickets, 73% of the cash is coming in on the Cardinals, yet the line moving towards the Mets. Definitely piques my interest in New York in this game. And then we have 54% of the tickets, 51% of the cash on the over. The line moving slightly towards the over in this one here. Sean Manaea has struggled a little bit, but he's kind of what we expect him to be. 3.86 ERA, 1.67 WHIP, 8.49 strikeouts per 9, which is 20%. 6.17 walks per 9, a little high. I would like to see that go down. 3.28, 328 BABIP, a 4.14 FIP, and a 5.15 SIERA. On the flip side, Kyle Gibson, 4.06 ERA, 1.19 WHIP, 7.26 strikeouts per 9, which is 20%. 3.48 walks per nine, a 247 BABIP, a 4.47 FIP, and a 4.35 SIERA. Bullpen edge goes towards the Mets. Hitting edge is massive towards the Mets. And I think this may be the biggest discrepancy in a hitting edge today is Mets versus righties versus Cardinals versus lefties. Mets versus righties, 115 WRC plus, which is 6th in baseball. And the Cardinals can't hit lefties to save their lives. They're 29th in baseball with a 59 WRC plus, which is 41% below the average versus left-handed pitching. They really struggle versus lefties. We have the market moving towards the Mets with the public on the Cardinals. This is a Mets play for me here in this spot. I'm going to be on the New York Mets in this game. And I can get the Mets for plus 105 here on Fanatics.
I respect it, but I'm not pulling the trigger on the Mets, who are coming off of getting swept. Although I do like Manaea. I know there's somebody that likes to fade Manaea. The Mets are 4-2 in his starts, so they've actually been making money when he pitches, including a nice win against the Dodgers. But Manaea's looked solid this year, besides one bad start. Other than that, he's allowed 0, 1, or 2 runs. He had that one bad start against Kansas City. So I'm actually very happy with how he looks so far this year. On the opposite side, you got Kyle Gibson, who has been solid his last 3 starts against Milwaukee, Arizona, and Detroit, allowing 1 run in each start. Previous to that, 4-7-2 against Arizona, Miami, and San Diego. I'm going to stay away from this game. I want to bet the Mets, but I cannot trust them right now. They've lost 10 out of their last 14. They're 10-5 since they're 5-10 since Francisco Alvarez's injury, which has been a big impact in the lineup. I'm staying away from this Mets team right now. I cannot pull the trigger on them, Nick. Good luck to you. I hope the Mets win, obviously, but I know we're near wanting to bet it.
Yeah, I got him plus 105 in this matchup, and I think I found where I'm going to be betting.
I don't know about the over here. I like Manaea. He's pitched good, but I don't know. Maybe we can get some interest in this game, Nick.
Yeah, we have the Oakland A's taking on the Texas Rangers, if I can words here. We have this line opening up with the Rangers as minus 129 favorites. It's now up to a 138. And we have the line opening up at an 8 even money. It's down to a 7.5 minus 110. So we have a move towards the under. We have a move towards the Rangers in this game here. Take a look at the cash flow, where you have 68% of the tickets and 91% of cash on the Rangers. Big bets, sharp money looking like coming in on the Rangers. A little bit of public, a little bit of sharp money there with 68% of tickets, but 91% of cash. And then 94% of tickets, 94% of cash on the over, and the line moving towards the under definitely piques my interest with this under here, as both these teams are actually not great against left-handed pitching. Granted, these are 2 left-handed pitchers I do not particularly trust. Andrew Heaney, 5.68 ERA, 1.14 whip, 6.75 strikeouts per 9, which is 18%, 3.2 walks per 9, a 2.14 BABIP, a 5.52 FIP, and a 4.67 SIERA. On the flip side, Alex Wood, 5.09 ERA, 2 whip, 7.43 strikeouts per 9, which is 17%, 5.48 walks per 9, a 3.80 BABIP, a 4.61 FIP, and a 6.41 FIP, and a 5.25 SIERA. Bullpen edge goes towards the Athletics. Hitting edge goes towards the Oakland A's. 96 WRC plus, which is 16th, compared to 76, which is 24th. The Rangers really struggle against left-handed pitching. It's just not a game that really graded out too well for me. I would like to back an under. The markets are telling me that both these pitchers pitch well. These are 2 teams that are subpar against left-handed pitching. So it'd be a first 5 under or nothing for me. I just don't trust these pitchers enough to pull the trigger. So it's going to be a pass here.
I want to ride the wave again. This is an Oakland team that's actually been pretty solid lately, Nick. How about 8-2 in their last 10 games? This is an Oakland team that's winning. Yeah, they're only a game under 500. But this is a team that had won 6 straight games. I don't know if we've seen that from them in a long time. This has actually been fun to watch.
Last year.
I'm gonna continue to ride the wave here. Go give me the Oakland Athletics. I'm having some. This is fun to watch. No, honestly think that you could see Oakland. Okay. I'm gonna be clear here. I do not think the Oakland Athletics are making the playoffs. Not by any stretch of the imagination. That's crazy to think that. But they're not going to suck. They are not going to be the same team that lost, 111 games last year?
Yeah, no.
They're not. Give me Oakland here. Pass. Mets still need speed and pitching. Mets have pitching. They need their offense to wake up. A's bounce back. That's such a A's bounce back. That's just I'm not making funny. That's just weird to hear because they actually are a team that could bounce back. Time to sweat Nerfy with these pitchers. Good luck, dude. I know, Nick, you like to not mess with either of these teams.
No, I love to mess with these teams. I love to bet against them.
Both.
Yeah. My only thing with this series, and I've been thinking about this series for a while, actually. And which is crazy to think about that I've been thinking about this series. The only way I'm betting this series is if the Dodgers are minus 300 favorites.
Okay.
It's pretty simple because I'm betting against both these teams. They're not a team I'm going to put $1 on this year. So when they play against each other, so these are the two teams that are my everyday fades. I bet against the Dodgers every day. I bet against the Marlins every day for two totally separate different reasons. The Dodgers are a team I bet against because their lines in my head are going to be inflated. And over the long term, you're not going to make money betting the Dodgers. On the flip side, I think the Miami Marlins are a dog shit baseball team that I like to bet against every game because I think they're going to lose over 100 games this year. Two totally separate reasons why I bet against these teams every game. And this is exactly why this game is a stay-off spot for me. Now, and also another aspect of this game that's going to keep me off this as well. This is Walker Buehler's first start in a while. You want to lay 265 with the Dodgers and Buehler's first start in a while? I'm good. Rodri Munoz has given us one start. I have no interest in this game whatsoever. I mean, these are two teams I've bet every single game for them so far this season. I won't be betting them the next 3 games. Stay off spot for me. I have no interest in trying to bet on a team I've been fading all year. Pretty plain and simple for me. And this line is exactly why I bet against both these teams. Because if I didn't have the Dodger fade, I'd be on the Dodger run line here. If I didn't have the Marlins fade, I'd probably be on the Marlins here. No play.
Well, I'm not going to go far off the beaten path. We've faded the Marlins every single game on the site the entire season. 24-12, up 14.14 units.
I'll have to put up the Dodgers in the series as long as they're minus 300.
Dodgers run line minus 126. I never lay that much juice, but we continuously fade the Marlins every single game.
Yes.
That's it. That's the whole purpose of it. So I'm going to continue to do it. Dodger run line's a little bit juicy. I don't care. 2 of our plays are very juicy today. It is what it is. It feels like kind of an off day. We only have 7 plays on the site. 2 NBA, 1 NHL, 3 baseball, and 1 in the EPL. That's it. So nice light card for us today. By the way, a member only. The card has been posted. But that is everything for today. We'll go back to the chat. Oakland got their doors blown off yesterday. Rangers 15-1 even with batting practice pitcher on the mound for Rangers. Yeah. Screaming, go Cubs, go. Go Cubs, go. I don't think the Dodgers want to be embarrassed. That is correct. Well, plus the Dodgers are coming off of a big sweep against the Braves. But all right, we're going to switch the background so we can go ahead and plug some stuff, and then we'll head on out for today. And then I'll make my way out to Greenville. But that's going to do everything. Links above Nick's, or the logos for the links above Nick's head, are YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. All those are linked down below. We post those pages every single day. Right, Nick?
Yeah.
Cool. And if you guys are interested in becoming a member of the YouTube channel, $5.99 a month, 16 cents a day. That's where our entire card is on from Picks and Parleys. It's on there every single day as well. So if you guys are interested in that, bada bing, bada boom. Recap for me, I stayed off the NHL game, Pacers and Nuggets. I'm on the under in the Giants game. I'm on the Seattle Mariners, Kansas City Royals, Oakland Athletics, and the Dodger run line. Nick?
Yeah. In the NHL, I'm on the Panthers -1. So Panthers -1, -101 for me there. In the NBA, all three of these are on Bet365. Nuggets -2 first quarter, Nuggets first half -3.5, Nuggets full game -5.5. Triple up, trifecta spot, Denver Nuggets smash spot here. Public on the Timberwolves, line moving towards the Nuggets. Everything correlates for me here. And do I really only have 4 plays in the? Yeah, I only have 4 plays in the MLB. Phillies -1.5 +105 ESPN bet. Detroit Cleveland first 5 under 4 -120 Bet365. San Diego Chicago first 5 under 3.5 even money BetMGM. Mets +105 Fanatics. And then also some series props starting tonight. Florida Panthers game 1 and to win the series +115. Florida Panthers -1 games -125 starting on tomorrow. I believe Colorado and Colorado Avalanche to win the series +115. And then in the NBA, I just bet it now. Denver Nuggets +110 to win the series against the Minnesota Timberwolves. I'll be posting that on Twitter here in just a minute.
Right on. That's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. We'll be back tomorrow with another one. Peace out, guys.